Okay, well, here we are. I've stopped at, I think it's Woodlawn. Found a Starbucks. And going to go through the comments here. Oh my God, I look like I've got black eyes here this morning. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, oh, thank you, Pile. She likes the computer generated stuff, craziness. Uh, yeah, I agree. They need to release Trump's real medical records. You know, it was interesting though. I looked up the testosterone thing, and it can affect a lot of systems of the body, which I was surprised to find. It can affect, well, not only depression, but um, also affects other things. So, yeah. Okay, somebody says they like the computer. Is it an app added to your computer or keyboard that generates the sound? Okay, it's done through GarageBand. GarageBand comes with the Mac computers. And so I finally got all the sounds downloaded, and I just started to play with it last night. Now, I do like the beginning of it, but you get about to the middle of it, and then the beat is off, and because my computer I was losing power. I was down to like 30%, and I knew it was going to cut off pretty quick. So, yeah, but I'm going to work on it some more because actually that computer music is pretty fun. Now, that's what Stabbing Westward um, that Walter does. Mostly he does computer kind of generated stuff, I guess, with his synthesizer and stuff, what he plays. So I decided I'm going to play with it a little bit. But that's actually pretty fun. When I get to somewhere where I'm plugged in, I'm going to do some more work on that and see what happens. Um, so let's see what else we have. Oh, okay. Yeah, people were saying some things were interesting. The trolldom thing, Nietzsche, non-enlightenment stuff. Okay. Could I give my view on the distinguishing features between religious superiority versus spiritual arrogance? Okay. I've known people from both sides of the spectrum who indulge in it. Edgar Cayce warned against it when he said to justify our position only makes the other guy wrong. Thanks for your insight. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way you go. The arrogance is the arrogance, and a lot of times the religiosity is based on men's rules that they tried to put to something to corral people, to keep them, in their the do's and don'ts. Okay. But my religion is superior, and that's nonsense. You find this a lot, whether it's Hinduism or Christianity or Muslim. Even the Muslims it's the same as Christianity. Different factions will war against other factions. The same thing in Muslim community. The Shiites are against the what's the other faction? I can't think now. But yeah, it doesn't benefit anything to do any of that. And as far as the spiritual superiority, same thing. Well, if I'm wearing white and I'm a vegan, I'm so much, higher than anyone that eats meat. I mean, let's face it. Well, yeah, no, you're not. Spirituality depends on the consciousness, not the physical acts that you're doing. So I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't care how much of a vegan you are. You can sit there and run your body down and wind up dying from it. It doesn't make you superior to anyone else, okay? So, yeah, again, what happens with realization when everything implodes and it dismantles, and there's no you any longer. Now, this scares people. They go, no, there has to be an ego in place for people to work. No, ego is an attachment to form, okay? Thinking that you are a limited form, okay? So no, you don't need an ego to function, okay? That's not it at all. And when you get to, again, realization, everything implodes, you see that everything is made up of the same amount of that divine is. There's no higher or lower. It doesn't matter where one's consciousness is. Everyone has the same amount. So it really puts a pin in that bubble and bursts it immediately. Okay. And that's why when you complete, there's no reason to sit there and wear spiritual garb or any of that any longer. For why? It doesn't make anyone higher or lower or whatever. It's a value. Now, I have to say those things are a value when you're on the path, because it helps to keep your focus. If it's helping to keep your focus, that's great. But if you're doing it as a sense of superiority, look at me, I'm a monk or whatever, I'm higher because I'm a monk. Oh, I'm so, or that reverse, I'm so humble. I'm so humble. Nonsense. Well, then you're not humble because you're doing it out of a sense of that spiritual pride, which is just as obnoxious. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Okay, how long is McConnell, the corrupt old man involved with Russian oligarchs, traitor, keep on controlling millions of Americans' future until they vote him out? Okay? That's why this next election is so important. We really need to vote out these old fools that have been in there forever, okay? And that care only about one person themselves. You look at Mitch McConnell's district, and they are just bottomed out in everything. Nothing is going well there. They need to get rid of him. So if you want it to change, then you need to get out there and vote, okay? So let's see. Hi, Ganga. I think Trump's scared like he's never been scared before. His spray tan isn't working anymore. Well, when a fellow spray tan goes down the tubes, they're in trouble. Okay. The Great Orange is not the Great Orange anymore. He's becoming the pale. Oh my God. Well, yeah, he should be scared. And I was going to say on this other thing when put my phone up and it fell. Okay. Anyway, I was going to say Iran is not done. If you think that that's it, they were bombing against that little base and nothing happened, and that we're done now. It's all good. Okay. And they've had millions of Iranians out there protesting. Oh no, they're not done. Not by a long shot. They're gonna probably try to infiltrate, like the Russians did this last time. They're gonna do all they can to get Trump out, I've got a feeling. And I think that also something that the Iranians are gonna do, there's gonna be a covert operation. When I was doing the reading and they had them sitting, the Six of Swords sitting in that boat going, kind of the thing pulled over, the feeling I got with that was a covert. Something covert is going to take place. Okay, they're not done. Not by a long shot. They're not going to lay down and be a paper tiger. Oh no, and just, lob missiles at that one place and nobody got hurt, or and so we're all good now. No. I don't believe that at all, that they're done. Okay. So let's see what we've got next. Ganga, just couldn't sleep. My mind keeps thinking about what a mess this horrid person in the White House has done again. Just to deflect from Ukraine and the impeachment, he's like a madman. It's been said he is or was a drug user. I think he's been talking to Putin too much. Putin doesn't have anything good intentions toward U.S. Yeah, no, he needs to be gone, okay? And unfortunately, he'll do anything he can to stay in office because he knows investigations are ongoing. And the minute he's out, they will come after him. His saving grace is that he's president, and they can't bring all these lawsuits and all these other things, this criminal investigation on him while he's in office. Okay, so by hook or crook, he'll do whatever he can to stay in as long as he can and try to finagle his way out of it again. Okay, not gonna happen. Okay, next. She seems unstable. Be careful, Ganga. Well, I'm not worried about her. Okay, this is the troll. You know, she talks big. She threatens. And you're lucky I didn't come. God stopped me. No, she's agoraphobic. She can't even leave her house. It's a big, major trauma for her to leave her house even. Okay? So she talks big. I'm from a mafia family. I'm Brooklyn. I'm this. Yeah, okay, whatever. You know, again, I don't worry about her. Yes, she's unstable, but, you know, let her twist whatever she's going to twist. I mean, it doesn't take people but 2 seconds to see that she's mentally unbalanced. Okay? Just saying. So sad, speechless. Yeah, that plane crash was absolutely horrid that happened. Oh, Trump's health, yeah, he looks pretty green with an orange tinge around the gills. That fish is going to be floating belly up soon. He said that, that's all I see is this fish. About ready to go belly up. Oh, my God. Oh, well, how nice. And we got a Trumpite here. It's sad to watch you so ignorant. No, bye. Okay. You're gone. Okay, you're gone. You're done here. Bye. Trump and Pompeo are both asses. Well, they are asses. Okay, they both have that smug, they come from money. They're very smug, looking down their nose at everybody. I got news for them. They're not going to take any of their crap with them when they leave the body. Okay, and they're going to be confronted with all their BS that they put through in their arrogance and their nonsense, and they're going to see what absolutely miserable people they have been. I'm not even going to say human beings. They're not like human beings, okay? They're lower than that, okay? So let's see. Yes, I know you see somebody out there. You have a really good ear for composition. A lot of people try, but computer generated often comes out awful, full of harsh, discordant sounds. Well, this really needs to have a lot of work on it. It's not done by any means. It's just at a starting point, my first effort at it. Like I said, I like parts of it. There are parts of it that really need to be changed, and so I am going to work on it. I did keep it. I kept what I started on, and I think I can go back in and continue to work on it. So we'll see how it goes. Trump's health feels exactly like that. To me, he's not going to be able to be glued together for much longer with the fawning and the drugs. Yeah, well, I guess his glue is coming undone. He's definitely coming unhinged and unglued when it comes to his mentality, that's for sure. Oop. Let me see. I just lost this one. I accidentally okayed it before I read it. Oh, crap. Now I can't find it. Now I can't find it. Well, I'll have to look for that later. It was they were saying something about the music that I needed to do something with it. I'll have to find that later. Thank you for reading on Trump's health. Boring question. All I know is hatred, confusion, lies are the works of evilness, so this man has made himself sicker by using all these methods to gain whatever he wants to do. Dementia, maybe. Pure evilness, absolutely. Yeah, well, he's definitely a dark soul. Yes, my hubby and I guess it's my hubby and I ate at Bruno's one time. Excellent pizza. It is very good pizza there. Oh my goodness. Could you read on how he's coping with having a price on his head? He's so paranoid all the time. I can't imagine how he'll handle this when he finally realizes this threat could follow him for the rest of his life. You know, I don't think I think, you know, he's got Secret Service for now and when he gets out of office. So I think he thinks that he's good. Nothing can touch him. Okay, I don't think he's that worried about it. Okay. You need a Tesla Cybertruck, no gas needed. I need money to buy one and I don't have a money tree. Good thought. You have a spare one on hand? Somehow I don't think that's coming to my world anytime soon. But yeah, that would be a nice thing to have, one that you don't need the gas for. This will work great with your music. Well, there's some, you know, the one piece that I have on my album, the Chinese one, I did make it with the garage band. I put that together out of elements out of that one, and it's one of my favorite pieces, the Chinese one. It was really fun to do. So I know there are some things in there that can work with the music. So once I get settled, I'll have a lot more time to work on that and see what comes out. Okay. Somebody says they don't think Bolton's going to testify. Yeah, I can't imagine enough Republicans jumping off the bandwagon to actually want to get to the truth. Okay. I'd like to see, you know, what happens with these. Okay, somebody wanting to teach here. Ego is the idea you have of yourself. What you like and dislike is the reason why we suffer in this world. Please read on the Four Noble Truths of Buddha. Truth of suffering, cause of suffering, truth of end of suffering, truth of the path that leads to the end of suffering. To put it simple, suffering exists, has a cause, it has an end, it has a cause to bring about its end. Namaste. Okay. Well, you didn't really give them a whole lot to go on to get beyond it, but whatever. Okay, thank you for putting out, regurgitating what you've read. Okay. Actually, you know, I love when people want to try to teach and regurgitate and they haven't done the path themselves. They haven't gotten to a place of settledness within themselves yet. They're going to try to teach others. Okay. Yeah, the cause of suffering is change. People don't want things to change, okay? And they want to hold, and change is constant. Okay, change is constant. You've got to get ready to go with the flow. You know, the bodies come in and the bodies return to the earth. We are not the body, though. We are not the form. People's attachment to form and what's going on in the form, the changes of it cause their suffering. Okay? Because they attach to when, you know, you get to a point and then the body starts slowing down. Getting ready to go back to the earth. Okay. And people think that's the end. That's the end of them. Well, it's not the end of them. And that's why you do the path. And the path is, like Buddha did, the path is observation. You sit there and you watch what's happening, how the thoughts affect the body and the mind and everything. You watch, and then you start to go to the seed of it. Okay, that's basically path kind of in a nutshell. what one has to do. And this is a long time thing. You have to confront those things. You have to see where they spring from so that you can get to the seed of it and, rectify that. Okay. They wanted to know about, did Iran shoot that plane? No, Iran didn't shoot it down. Any plane is going to implode when it hits the ground like that. Okay. So, yeah, no, okay, talking about the trolls, that maybe she's bipolar. Okay, try not to play her game. Okay, I would have been me, would like not to do that, happy to oblige. Okay, yeah, no, these trolls, like I said, you gotta feel sorry for them in some way because their life is miserable. When they're consumed by somebody else and somebody else's life, okay, they have no life of their own. They have to try to abdicate somebody else's life, and you've done something that's touched a nerve on them. And what started it all with this woman was basically, she says, I'm attacking her. Well, I've never attacked her, okay? She was following Nityananda. She's never been to India, yet she wants to think she's got all this knowledge. She says she doesn't know anything about Hinduism, yet she'll tell how wrong I am on everything, okay? Hasn't walked the path, okay? Every day she thinks she's got a new revelation. It's just crazy. But her whole thing was, like she's playing the victim and I'm the one that's trolling her. Well, no, she came after me because I was outing Nityananda. Oh, if you hurt my guru, you're hurting me. You're attacking me. No, I've never attacked that woman. Okay. When she came and she started saying that you use my children against me. No, she was online telling her child was Norman Bates and they were after her and they were trolling her. She'd accused people that said something on her channel of being one of her kids, and they were, she was nasty, horrible, saying horrible things about her kids. And I said, if they're estranged from you, I'm not surprised. Look at the way you're going after them online. So no, I never said anything nasty, negative about her children. That was her that was doing it, and I was confronting her for her actions. Really, do you think your kids are going to come and want to, and you're calling them Norman Bates and everything under the sun? Okay? Everybody's responsible for her except for her. Okay? And if you say something and I'm putting out the truth about what Nityananda has done, then I'm attacking her. Yeah, no, nobody's attacking her. Oh, you put my video up. You did this. No, she's the one that's putting my videos up. Numerous of them every day. I turn into her channel maybe once every 6 months. Yeah, she's still doing it. But anytime anyone goes there, puts a thumbs down, does anything, she thinks it's me. She thinks claims it's my students. It's not me. It's not my students. I wouldn't allow my students to do that. Okay? And I know it's her and her followers are putting their thumbs down on my videos. I don't do that. Really, for what? I'll thumbs up the other readers and stuff. But no, I have no interest in her bogus nonsense. Okay. And I'm going to continue to speak up and speak out against these errant ones that are presenting themselves as gurus, and they're not gurus. They, like I said, Nityananda takes these things out of context. He spins them. He doesn't allow them to read. They don't have any background history in reading any of the things that he says he's taking this from. Okay? But he twists and turns it into something unrecognizable. Okay? So, and he's done this thing like with sannyas. oh, well, sannyas and celibacy, well, it's whatever you want to do. No, it's not whatever you want to do. If you're wearing the orange, the kavi, the ochre, that's saying I'm a celibate, okay? That doesn't mean you tell people in your face, I'm a celibate, and behind the scenes you're having sex with everybody and everything you can do, okay? And to sit there and say, well, it's whatever. You know, he's taking these things from, he steals everything that he puts out there, like unclutched. He got that from, what is it, not, was it Krishnamurti? No. It was one of the two, they have the same name. Not Krishnamurti. But it was one of those ones. He spent some time with him and he got that phrase unclutched and he used it now as if he's the originator of it. He's not the originator of it. This thing with the sannyasi, do whatever you want to do. If you want to be sannyasi one day and then not, that's okay. Okay? He got that from Osho. Okay? Everything he's talking about, he's basically stolen from someplace else. He's put out and made these ashrams like, what was it? Was it Muktananda or, not Muktananda, it's like Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Now, if you were in Maharishi Mahesh Yogis, you could buy a governorship of the universe for $1 million. Well, basically, that's what, Nityananda is doing. Everything is for sale, okay? He's all about money, fame, and it's a never-ending hole that can never be filled. He's like Trump. He's one of those type of people, okay? He's a failure within himself, okay? He doesn't know scripture. His whole hagiography, if you go check, he even manufactured his birth date, changed that. He was born 16th of March. He says, no, he was born on the same birth date as Krishna was, okay? So he's Krishna, he's Shiva, he's this, he's that. He has to have light shows. I mean, you know, this guy is toxic. And now, you know, I've been talking about this for a lot of years. Now these things are finally coming out, and what I've been saying has been going on for all these years. People are finally admitting to and saying, yeah, this is going on there. Okay? And like I've always said, you can come after me all you want now, but you'll know at the end there was somebody that was standing up and telling the truth about him. Okay? And I've had a number of them come back and say, you were right, and I apologize, and thank you for continuing to stand. Okay? So that's where that's at. So, you know, she can troll and make all these false accusations, like I'm the only enlightened person on the planet, that I say that all the time. No, I don't. There have been many enlightened people on the planet. Where they are now, you know, I don't know, but I'm sure there are many. But they're not going to be running these big organizations with name and fame and selling all this stuff. Okay? Because a genuine path, what you're giving to realization, is difficult. So you don't have a lot of students. If you have a lot of students, then you're catering to ego. You're doing a spiritual Disneyland, basically. And I guarantee you're not enlightened. Okay? So that's the way that is. So, again, she can make whatever false accusations she wants. When she hears something in my video, it's not what I'm saying. She's twisted it in her mind. And people, you know, they watch the video and they go, what's she going on about? This is not what it's saying. So, you know, in the end, I wind up with more students, more people come to my channel, and they stay once they see her craziness and unbalanced thing and what she's screaming and you know, going on about. And again, you know, now they see that what I've been saying about Nityananda is true, and people are coming up and speaking out about it. So, people are respecting that I have been honest and had integrity, within myself. Okay? To hold to a moral compass. And that's not going to change. Okay? And I don't care, you know a teacher by the students' actions. You've had Nityananda students going out there, going after people, pronouncing curses, saying and doing the most vile things. No genuine guru would put up with that for 1 second, would they ever? But he encourages it, okay? He encourages them to do these things. I'm sorry, that's a demonic dark spirit, okay? No genuine guru would ever tolerate any of those types of actions, not for 1 iota of 1 millimeter of a second. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here, but thanks for tuning in. Let me know how you like this, going through the comments and then commenting on it as I went, something new. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can get this to get posted, and I'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in. Aho, have a great day, and I'm going to get ready to head down the road as soon as this posts. Have a good one.